Bonjour and welcome to episode 9 of Score 1 Still 1, where today I'm going to attempt to play 5 matches in one episode. It's a bit of a marathon for me, but I'm sure we can get there. It's mainly because the teams we're playing aren't exactly world beaters. We're taking on Real Betis first, then Basel in the Champions League when we've already qualified for the knockout stages. Las Palmas, Alaves and Coruna. We have to be winning all of these really, especially with the team we have put together. We're currently 5th in the table with a game in hand. If we win today, we actually go top if Villarreal slip up as well. So today is a big episode actually. So for this first match against Real Betis, this is the lineup I'm going with. I'm sticking with this sort of diamond in the middle with Buffon, Juanfran, Savic, Umtiti, Shemnikov, Gabi, Saul, Koke, Bardi, Griezmann and Rodrigo up front. Maybe I should swap Griezmann and Rodrigo. Let's have a look. Yeah, I'll swap them round. On the bench we've got Oblak, Bernardo, Rosales, Sergi, Cuadrado, Pablo Hernandez and Torres. Bit of a different lineup. Once again, I mean, I change the lineup every match, don't I? Because of how many players we have. It's a bit ridiculous, but it's fun. That is the key word of the series, fun. I hope you're having fun. Oh, they've got Joel Campbell. They do have a good team. They've got Christian Tello. Yeah, Real Betis do have some good players. But we should still really be winning this, considering the quality that we have in our team. We've got Buffon in goal now. It's amazing, really. Let's see how many players we can steal today. Here we go on the attack early on in this game. We've won a corner early on. Koke headed away. Gabi, here's Griezmann. Griezmann, lovely play. Umtiti, is he onside? Offside. It took half an hour to decide that. I thought my first impression was, yeah, that's probably offside. I don't think the referee... Does the referee usually start to walk back to the halfway line when it is a goal? And he just stood still, so that's why I was thinking it might be offside. A little bit unfortunate for Umtiti. And here we go again then. Sal gives the ball away. That's poor from him. And now Christian Tello finds Leon. Leon, good save by Buffon. Oh, it's all Real Betis at the moment. What's going on? Maybe I need to switch to the wingers tactic. We had to do that in the last episode, didn't we? To get a win. Managed to turn it around thanks to Cuadrado coming onto the pitch on the right-hand side. We have that option now to play wingers. Here's Rodrigo. He makes it 1-0. Lovely finish from Rodrigo. Great assist from Griezmann. And we're 1-0 up. We've stolen a player. Lots of highlights in this game. I swear I've got it on key highlights. I do. But we're just seeing tons of highlights for whatever reason. Here come Real Betis looking for an equaliser. Here's Boobadoos out wide to Joel Campbell. They've got some good players, haven't they? Joel Campbell cuts inside. It's through to Tello. Out wide. Cutting is open here. And Gabi mops up, hopefully. What's he going to do? Played it into one front. And now Rodrigo. This is nice play from us here. Juanfran. That wasn't the best ball in the world, but we've still got possession. Bardi, Koke, that's poor, giving it away unnecessarily as well. And Joel Campbell, he might punish us here. He's charging forwards. Lovely play, and it's 1-1. We've lost a player. That was coming. If it finishes 1-1, it's going to the randomizer. But we've got highlights straight away. I bet the second half will have no highlights. Guarantee. Here's Griezmann into Rodrigo. Rodrigo plays it back to Juanfran. Saul hits the post. Surely goal from Bardi. His first goal for the club in only his second game, and we're 2-1 up. I forgot to say, by the way, I've sold Moya, the fourth choice goalkeeper. I think he's gone anyway. It was all confirmed. I'm not sure if he's actually gone yet, but I think he's either about to. Maybe it's January, in fact. He might not leave until January. Let's see how many highlights we have in this second half then. There was loads at the start of the first half, but then it did go quiet for the second part of the first half. Oh, we do have a highlight. It has taken until the 60th minute, but here comes Christian Tello. Good tackle by Gabi. Slides into Rodrigo's path, who now finds Bardi, the second goal scorer. Back to Koke. Lovely ball through to Juanfran on the overlap. Juanfran, good ball in. Rodrigo. Oh, we had to be getting a goal there. That was a great opportunity. And that was weird. I'm not really sure what happened there, but now Real Betis on the attack again, but perhaps we can count. Nope. It's ping-ponging around everywhere. On Pablo Hernandez for Bardi for the last half an hour. As it stands, we're stealing the 2 best players on the day from Real Betis, but we're losing our worst, which at the moment is Savic. I don't really want to lose any of these players, but we're going to have to lose someone. Might go to the randomizer if Real Betis can get an equaliser. Here's Shemnikov into Koke, out wide to Juanfran. He's cut it into Hernandez. This is a nice play from us. Shemnikov, good tackled though, and that's poor. And now they've got the opportunity here. Savic does well though, but he's headed into the path of a play. And now Christian Tello, good save by Buffon at the near post. It's been an equal game in terms of chances. They've had 3 clear-cut chances to our 2, but we've had 3 half chances and less possession. I suppose we are away from home. I'm going to try and protect Griezmann. I don't think we're going to lose him, but I don't want his rating to suddenly dip at the end. So on comes Fernando Torres. I think we're losing Savic. I don't think we can really do much about that. He's not going to suddenly pick up at the end, is he? I'm going to bring Rosales on for 1 run for the last few minutes. Savic has been a mainstay in the team, and to lose him is a bit of a blow. He's a great player. I think Barcelona were interested in buying him in January, in fact. Here's Koke. At least we can avoid having to sell him and have problems with dynamics, I guess, if he does want to leave. That was surely offside. Maybe not. Rodrigo scores. It's 3-1. There must have been a defender just completely asleep at the back. Let's watch this again. That was a strange goal. Koke played it into the path of Saudi, put a good ball in. But look, this guy. I can't point at the screen, can I? This guy here. He was just playing Rodrigo onside. And we are 3-1 up. We're still 3 players then from Real Betis. Are they going to grab a second though? Last gasp goal maybe? We don't want to lose 2 players to Real Betis. Out wide to Tello. This looks dangerous. It's crossed in. Good tackle by Umtiti though. And is it going to be Savic? We'll find out in a minute or so. There we go. So we get to steal the 3 best players and lose our worst. And yeah, it's confirmed. Savic was our worst player just about on the day. That's a bit unfortunate. So off he goes. They're not called Real Betis on the game because of licensing issues. I could install a real names database thingy, but I just haven't bothered yet. Maybe I will at some point. It's not the end of the world really. We get to steal the 3 best players, which won't necessarily be the goal scorers. We're definitely getting Camarasa, a defensive midfielder or deep line playmaker. Welcome to the club. And we're also going to get this guy right back, Mandy, who got a 7.1. No, he's a centre back actually, so that's useful. No, he's a right back. He's a right back who can play centre back. We seem to have a lot of centre backs now. No, we have a lot of right backs. Quite a few centre backs. Left backs we're starting to get a few more. We're definitely improving the defence and the goalkeeper positions at the moment rather than our striker positions. The last player is going to be between Adan and Leon. So of course we need to go to the random number generator. The goalkeeper is number 1. Leon is number 2. It's going to be the goalkeeper. Not another goalkeeper. Yeah, Moya hasn't left yet, but I believe he will be leaving. Yeah, he's going to leave on the 1st of January. So for the second match of the episode, I'm going with a very different lineup to take on Basel. We are second in the group. Basel are bottom. We should be beating them. There's a possibility of finishing top of the group. We've already qualified, so that's why I'm not risking players, really. So we've got Akinfeev in goal, Maggio, Bernardo, Vermaelen, Luna, Lation, Gabriel, Bernat, Shibasaki, Torres and Rodrigo. And a very different looking lineup on the bench as well. There's no point risking players against Basel. Even if we lose, we've qualified. And we're relying on Juventus to slip up to finish top of the group anyway. So there's no point playing a strong team, risking everything, losing one of our best players to Basel. I'm being sensible. Let's get on with this then. I want to steal Balanta, Football Manager legend. Is he playing today? I can't remember if he was in the lineup. They're playing 3 at the back. They've got Ricky van Wolfswinkel up front. Yes, they're playing Balanta. Good. Let's steal him. Throw in a dangerous position. Here's Fernando Torres back to Bernat. Shibasaki, lovely play, but it is cleared. But we're back on the ball in an attacking area. Here's Luna skipping past his man. Great cross in. Rodrigo gets another goal. He's on fire at the moment. I don't have many options up front, actually. I've lost Higuain, of course, and I've got a couple of young guys, Palulu and Chalov, that I've stolen. But I'm having to rely on Rodrigo, Torres and Griezmann up front at the moment. So it would be nice to steal some strikers. Corner, which Bernat whips back. Oh, that was lovely. And it's... what a fluky goal. What a fluky goal. Gabriel with the shot. Bounces off the post and comes off Renato Stefan. Let's look at this again. It's quite funny, really, when this happens. Shibasaki, good. Lovely play from us. But look at that. That's unfortunate for Basel anyway. We've stolen 2 of their players. Can we make it through? We've got a weak team out as well. I mean, Basel, they beat Man United in real life, didn't they? They're not a bad team. Here's Rodrigo, out wide to Luna. Great ball in, and just wide from Fernando Torres. Can we get a third before half-time? Here's Shibasaki into Bernat. Lovely ball out wide to Luna, who's causing all sorts of problems down that left-hand side. It's back to him again. Rodrigo. Oh, wow. That was an interesting manoeuvre, and it was smashed against the crossbar. Here they come, though, looking for a first goal of the game, but good save by Akinfeev. Tipped it behind. Recently got his first Champions League clean sheet for donkeys, 11 years or something. I think it was on the same day as I stole Akinfeev. Or was it the first day that he... yeah, I think we scored 6 against him, didn't we? We stole him, and on the same day, in real life, Akinfeev kept a clean sheet. More of the same, please, in the second half. That would be nice. I can just relax, I think. This is where my cockiness comes back to bite me on the bum, doesn't it? And they score 2 goals, and we draw 2-2, and we lose Rodrigo and Torres. But we're almost a third. I'm going to bring Chalov on for Rodrigo, our young Russian who scored on his debut. Luna's going to come off for Sergi. Luna's been fantastic down that left-hand side. 8.3 from him. Another corner which Bernat whips in, headed away, and here's Gabriel with his confusing name all the way back into our own half. Sergi. Lovely punt over the top for Chalov, and we've won a penalty. I think Torres is probably our penalty taker. He missed his last penalty, of course. Can he make amends? Yes, he can. 3-0. Been a comfortable win. Really comfortable win. Although they might get a consolation right at the end. It's over. Or wide. Just wide. So we get to still the 3 best rated players on the day from Basel. Not much choice, really. It's another bloody goalkeeper, isn't it? 6.9. 6.9. We've got Balanta. We've got Balanta. That's made my year. But we're stealing Vaclik. Czech Republican international. So he's a decent keeper to get 20 caps whilst Czech is still around as well. And Balanta. I'm so pleased to get this guy. And he's a ball-playing defender as well. What a legend. Before too long, we're going to be able to put out a team of goalkeepers. Amazing, really. We've got 4 internationals as well. In today's third match, we're going to be taking on Las Palmas, who I think are 9th in the table. So having a relatively good season. This is the team I've gone with. Balanta is making his debut, playing 2 left-footed centre-backs. We've got an abundance of left-footed centre-backs for some reason. But it does mean he's protected today because he is making his debut. Rest of the team, I've tried to put out possibly the strongest team. I've gone with Rosales at left-back instead of Juanfran. Luna had a particularly good game in the last match, so I think he deserves to keep his place at left-back. And we've got Griezmann playing behind Torres and Rodrigo. Bardi is injured today, so that's why I'm playing Griezmann behind the 2 strikers. They've got Kaleri, ex-West Ham player. Halilovic, great Croatian. Malumbu. We've got a decent team, actually, looking at this. But we should, once again, be beating them comfortably. I don't think we've seen any red cards, have we? We've not had to get rid of any players because of red cards, and I've not had to... I don't think opposition-wise there's been any red cards. I might have missed one here and there, but I don't think I have. Free kick to Las Palmas. It's... oh, good effort. Playing Oblak in goal instead of Buffon today, just because I need to keep Oblak happy. He needs to be getting first-team football. Been a pretty boring match so far, but... oh, Sal. He had to be finding the back of the net with that one. Corner, which Koke easily headed away at the near post. Gabi charges after it. He's on a yellow card. We're going to get a red card today now that I've said that. Here's Umtiti into Koke. Not great. It's not being good enough today. Las Palmas just keeping hold of the ball here. They're playing quite wide football, stretching our narrow formation. Oh, I can't believe that. That was a red card, wasn't it? Yeah. Oh my. I just... How typical is that commentator's curse? That is just... it's not unbelievable. It was almost inevitable because I said we haven't had a red card. Luna, you're going to have your contract. Can I do it mid-game? I think so. Terminate contract. Off he goes. He's out the stadium already. In fact, I think... has he actually left? No, he's still here. So... changes are required. I'm going to take off Rodrigo and we're going to play Juanfran at left back. Oh no, we've got Shemnikov. What am I doing that for? I suppose we better go counter then. We're going to have to try and hold on to this. Where's Shemnikov? Why are you all the way up the pitch? And we escape. Luna had such a good game in the last match and now he's gone. He's left because of a stupid 2-footed high challenge. I'm far from pleased with this team. I'm not expecting us to win here now that we're down to 10 men, but I expect some sort of fight. Oh, here's an opportunity for Las Palmas. It's headed away, cross back in, and it's just over the bar. Oh, here we go. Is this going to be 1-0 to Las Palmas? Oh, a miss from Halilovic. We're not playing particularly well with 10 men. I'm going to bring on Palulu for his debut. He's protected, playing as a poacher, a young Frenchman. And we're bringing on Zagoev. At present, 0-0 draw means we swap top goal scorers, which is a bit of a disaster. 1-0 loss might actually be better for us as they almost take the lead. Is Griezmann our top goal scorer, or is it now Rodrigo, possibly? I'm assuming it's Griezmann. Maybe we just need to go for it in the last few minutes here to just... I should check. Let's check who the top goal scorer is. Let's be sensible. It is Griezmann. I don't want to lose Griezmann. He's my baby. He's my baby. We cannot lose Griezmann to Las Palmas of all teams. We're going to go for it. I'm going to play two up front. Palulu and Griezmann up together. And what I'm going to do is we're going to lump it long. Pump it into the box. Just lump it up the pitch. Oh no, it's save the Griezmann show once again. Can we save Griezmann? I'm almost tempted to just concede a goal and lose our best player on the day, which would be Oblak. But Griezmann's so important. We're running out of strikers. If we keep running out of strikers, we're going to have real problems for the rest of the season. And we're... Oh dear, this is not good. I don't think we are. We're going to finish 0-0. Luna has let us down. A minute to go. Will there be a goal for someone? No. Oh, there wasn't a minute to go. Damn it. We've lost Griezmann, guys. I suppose there's always the opportunity to steal these players back later on in the season if Griezmann ends up playing for Las Palmas. We'll just double check. Yep, Griezmann is our top goal scorer. My baby's leaving me. This is a disaster. Off he goes. I mean, he's on 400k a week. I should change his wages because that is just way too much for them to pay. We'll put him down to 50. And then for Las Palmas, their top goal scorer is... Oh, we can't get the player on loan. It's going to have to be... It's Loic Remy. Loic Remy, of all people, coming to Atletico Madrid. Despite our team being huge, we're now way below the wage budget that I set a while ago of 3.8 million. We're on 3 million despite all of these players that we have. But we've lost some top earners, haven't we? That's the thing. The highest earner now is Diego Costa, who's not even been able to play yet. Then it's Koke. Buffon obviously on a big wage as well because he was at Juventus. So there's some big wages, but certainly not quite up to Griezmann's standard. It's match number 4 then. We're getting through them relatively quickly, I think. I'll find out when I'm editing the video. Actually, I'm going to play Buffon today against Alaves. So this is the team I'm going with. Buffon, Rosales, Balanta, Umtiti, Shemnikov, Gabi, Zagoev, Koke, Saul, Torres and Remy is making his debut up front for us as we've just stolen him from Las Palmas. On the bench, these are the players involved today. We should be winning this game. We really should be against 18th place Alaves. I don't want to lose Saul and Koke. We're going to have a completely different looking team by the end of this, aren't we? But it's still a decent team. We're struggling a little bit up front. That's the one area we need to... We were stealing players in attacking areas right at the start because we were winning by big score lines. And now we seem to be stealing the defenders, which is what we needed. But now we're stealing a bit too many. And goalkeepers especially. Far too many goalkeepers. Well, this has been boring. Oh, Sal's just got injured. I'm tempted to play wingers. Or maybe Rodrigo could play there. Can he play there? Can kind of play there. Let's play Rodrigo there. We can't have another nil draw. I think I'd lose Rodrigo this time round. I'm losing strikers. No. Oh, free kick. To Alaves, it's 1-0. What is going wrong? What suddenly happened? In the last 2 games, Luna lets me down, getting sent off. It means we end up losing Griezmann. And now we're 1-0 down to Alaves. A relegation-threatened team. It's absolutely awful from us. And at the moment, they're still in our best player on the day, which is either Buffon or Shemnikov at present. I think we're going to have to go with wingers. Rodrigo could play there, and then Cuadrado will come on for Remy, who's having a terrible game on his debut. 2 wingers. Let's play it wide, add some width to this team, and try and get back into this match. The series, it suddenly is falling apart. We're second in the table. It's not bad, but you know, the decline. It only takes one bad game, and suddenly you can just spiral downwards out of control. But perhaps we can get back into it here. Cuadrado, terrible cross. Here's Umtiti into Koke. Zagoev, lovely ball through to Fernando Torres, who hits the post and the keeper sticks it behind for a corner. Come on, guys. Get back into this. It's not happening for us, is it? Or is it going to happen here? Cuadrado! Oh, you have to stick those chances away. We've had 14 shots to their 4. Bringing on Juan Fran for a yellow-carded Rosales. Here's Juan Fran straight away into Fernando Torres, all the way back to Koke, who scores. It's 1-1. Back in the game. It's going to the randomizer as it stands. Let's push on and get a winner. Okay, 8 minutes to go to get a winner. Here's Fernando Torres taking it wide. He's got no support though. He's put it into the box. Oh! I think it's going to finish 1-1 and we're going to the randomizer. 2 draws in a row is not good for us, especially against teams we really should be beating. 15 seconds, 10 seconds. I think it's all over. We could lose any one of our 18 players apart from the players that were making their debuts today, which was Loic Remy, I think, might be the only one. We deserve to win in terms of chances. It's been a mixed episode so far, hasn't it? Okay, the first number will be the player I lose, the second number will be the player I win. So we're going to lose number 14 and we're going to steal number 7. So number 14 is going to be Juan Fran. He's been in the team the whole time up until this point and we finally lost him. We do have a few right backs, so it's not the end of the world. But he is a great player. Off he goes to Alaves. And we're stealing number 7, which is Daniel Torres, a defensive midfielder. Colombian defensive midfielder. Could have done with a striker. And Sal's out for 4 to 7 weeks. That is not good. Cuadrado's out for a day. That's not bad at all, but Sal, at least he's protected for that period of time, I suppose. That's the one benefit of an injury. Our last match of the episode, match 5, is against Deportivo La Coruna. They used to be a really good team in Spain, didn't they? They've kind of dropped off a bit. We should be winning this game, but we're struggling now, aren't we? We are struggling. After a good start to this episode, beating Real Betis and Basel, we've now stumbled to 2 draws. And now we're going to be coming into a little bit more of a tricky spell over towards the new year. We've got Elba 3 times in a row because of the Spanish Cup and also First Division match. It's weird how that happens quite a lot on FM. Anyway, this is the team I'm going with. We do have a couple of changes because of Sal being injured and Gabby is suspended because of yellow cards. Xhaka is going to come into defensive midfield with Pablo Hernandez playing advanced playmaker. Going to keep the faith with this tactic. Generally, it has been pretty effective. But now we're missing some key players. Sal's injured, we've lost Griezmann, Gabby's suspended. It's going to be a bit tricky. The team is very different to how it started, isn't it? We'll have a quick look at the dynamics just before the end of this episode just to see how chaotic it is. Here's Shemnikov. Remy almost got on the end of it. Here's Shemnikov again. The Russian puts a decent ball in. It's out to Koke. And Torres heads it over the keeper. And we're 1-0 up. Highlight straight away though. Although Xhaka's got in there. Nope. Here they come again. Carlos Gil. Out back to one. Oh, of course. Oh, Juan Fran. That's a different one. That's another Juan Fran, isn't it? And Rosales heads that away. Oh, it's all over the place. Zagoev. Great ball up the pitch to Remy. Remy's through. And it's a one-on-one. That he's failed. Short corner, Torres. Not sure why Torres is on the short corners there. I don't remember doing that. I suppose it's since I changed the formation, actually. Another highlight. Here's Balanta. We haven't really seen much of Balanta. I suppose it's because he's at the back, going unnoticed. Pablo Hernandez. That was a curious ball, but it did find Shemnikov, sort of. Here's the Gov. Lovely ball out wide to Shemnikov. We've got a Russian contingent, a Russian mafia in the team, haven't we? Here's Hernandez. This is nice play. Torres. Oh! On the volley, what an effort. Just realised they've got Pantilimon in goal as they step up to take this corner. Are they going to get an equaliser? Gil headed away well. One front back to Gil. Uh-oh. This looks dangerous. Good head away by Balanta. Remy fouls his man. And now a dangerous looking free kick, which Mosquera is going to take. Whips it in. Good head away by Umtiti. He's been good for us at the back. Solid, powerful defender. And that's the end of that highlight. Here we go. Can we get a second before the end of half time? It doesn't look like it. Unless we can capitalise on some sort of mistake here. They're passing around dangerously at the back, and we've intercepted. Hernandez through to Torres. Loic Remy scores his first goal for the club. Cracking finish. 2-0. Hopefully we can comfortably win this now without too many problems. Let's just start the second half. No need for any changes, I think. We'll keep it on attacking. We're playing well. Nice fluid football, passing it around nicely. As always with this tactic, we do have less possession, but we're creating the majority of the chances. Oh, Xhaka, why do you lose? Well, good tackle to make up for the mistake then. Balanta, that's what he's good at. Coming out of defence, playing it out of defence. Here's Rosales. Into Remy. Great ball out wide to Shemnikov. Great ball in, and Remy makes it 3. Lovely cross from Shemnikov. That was wonderful. Why do I keep calling him Shemnikov? It's Shenikov, isn't it? Why does he say Shemnikov? Shenikov. That was a lovely ball out wide to Shenikov. He put a great cross in, and Remy, great finish. It's been a good game. Balanta with a good tackle there. We've made up for the last 2 matches, really. I suppose that was just a blip, I think. A blip where we've lost Griezmann. I'm never going to live that down. Poor Griezmann. Here's Hernandez. Through to Remy. And, we're looking for his hat-trick. Remember, if we get... We've not had a player get a hat-trick yet, but if we get a hat-trick, we can steal another player. I don't think it's a player of our choice. Can't quite remember the rules. I'd have to check on that. But we definitely steal another player as they almost get a consolation goal. I suppose Griezmann et al., all the players that have left, will be able to start playing for their clubs in January. The ones that aren't already playing. The managers will surely register them in January. If they haven't done so already. Time to bring Torres off and throw on Rodrigo. Take off Pablo Hernandez. Bring on Bardi. And lastly, bring on Nacho for Xhaka. I don't know if Nacho's played for us yet. Possibly might be his debut. Well, this has been an easy win. I think we get to steal Carlos Gil as well, so that's a good player to steal. Would be nice to steal a striker, but when we seem to win, we do seem to keep clean sheets, so inevitably there's no strikers getting high ratings because they've not scored or had many opportunities. 1 minute to go. If we score a 4th, we get to choose a player. Rodrigo goes through and puts it over the bar. Because if we get to choose a player, I'm going to have to go for strikers from now on. Uh-oh, is this going to be a consolation goal? It's crossed in, good defending by Nacho. And ref just play the whistle. End the misery. End the misery for Deportivo. There we go. Torres has got injured now. We're starting to have injury problems. What if I got the training on? I haven't looked for ages. We've got it on low team cohesion and match tactics. I think this is important, team cohesion. But I also want it on low because we don't want to get too many injuries. If you've got it on really high, you'll pick up loads of injuries. Okay, let's steal some players then. We get to steal the 3 best rated players from Deportivo. First of all, it is Carlos Gil. That's obvious. He got a 7.2. That's a really good player to bring in. He's an inside forward who can also play behind the strikers. And the next best player is this guy on a 7.0. Another centre-back. Albentosa. Albentosa? Looks like a decent defender, actually. In he comes. And lastly, the 3rd best player on the day, I believe, is 6.8. Bakali, who I think is a decent player from... Yeah, he is. He's the Belgian. 2 caps for Belgium, 21 years old. That's a really good player. We can start to play wingers again, I think. In he comes. That's a really good player to steal. So let's just have a look at the dynamics before we go. Here's the hierarchy. It is absolutely massive. We've still got 3 team leaders in Gabi, Koke and Torres. We've got highly influential players here, mainly players that have been at the club in like the likes of Diego Costa, Saul and Oblak. But there are new players. Buffon, Akinfeev, Cuadrado, Vermaelen, all getting involved. Here's the social groups. We've got that Russian group, of course. We've also got this secondary group here of Saul, Gabi, Moya and Indaya. There are loads of others. It's far too many others. Look at that. It's ridiculous. And we do have some unhappy players. And I mean, there's a few unhappy players with training. It's not exactly hard training, though. I'm not really sure why they're unhappy. There's a few players slightly unhappy for a lack of first-team football. I mean, there's quite a few. But they've not really caused any problems yet. I'm guessing we will see something in the new year, especially when the transfer window opens. And as I've said, I think I should be allowed to sell players. I can't really benefit from the money apart from it going towards a wage budget, I suppose. But I don't need all of these players. So if I am able to sell anyone, it kind of makes sense. Of course, it could all go wrong. I could start losing 5 games in a row and then I might need some of these players and I might regret selling them. So we'll just see what happens over the next few weeks, and I'll decide whether I should sell certain players or keep them. Anyway, thank you for watching today's episode. The next episode, we've got Elba 3 times in a row, sorry. So I'm going to play 4 matches in the next episode. We'll take on Sevilla in the league. We've got the 2 cup games and another league game. It's going to be a bit samey, but that's just the way the cookie crumbles. Until next time, enjoy FM18. I'll see you very soon.